We were seated third going in, which was really fair, and it is where we should have been. And we played Dayton the first round. We'd played them about a month ago in Dayton. We played much better against them this time, and we played with our full lineup. And we actually had a very, very solid match, so I felt enthused going into the second day. Second day, we played a very well coached and very well prepared George Washington team who had done quite well this year. And that match could have gone either way. We were lucky to pull that one out. We won that 4-3, but it really was a great college match. And actually, every quarter in the A10 tournament was tough. And so everybody was going into the semis having really had to put their best foot forward the day before. So next day we go out to play Xavier, and I knew that we needed to win the doubles point. And frankly, we had won the doubles point against them the first time we played them. And we went out and we won number 2 doubles, and we lost at number 3. And our number 1 doubles team that had won 8-3 in the prior match, they lost. And really, I think that the moment was a bit too big for them. They played scared. And that was unfortunate because their record for the whole year it's the best doubles record that we've ever had with anybody at UMass, and they just couldn't put it together that day, and that's sport. So we lost the doubles point, and then I knew we were in big trouble because they're very, very good at the top, and we would have had to get the bottom matches to bring us home. And we were winning 3 out of the 4 bottom matches, but when 6 dropped and 2 dropped and then number 1 dropped, that was it for us. So the score looks to be 4-0, but in fact we had 3 that were still in contention. So, you know, the doubles for us all year was the way that we made up for the loss of Julia Comas. And then when we couldn't get the doubles point that day, that really was it for us. The way this was set up for 2 of our days is that we were staggered so that the kids were not playing next to each other. We were playing on different levels of the facility. So we were one group, one set of 3 matches were downstairs and one set of 3 matches was upstairs, and they didn't know what the rest of them were doing. In fact, my assistant coach, Juan Carlos, thought that we had lost the GW match because he could see on his tier that we were struggling and I was on a different tier. And the kids actually, they look around a lot because they're looking to see how the other people are doing, because they know when someone gets to 4, it's over. And I tell them if you're doing poorly, do it slowly. But, you know, they watch, and it's very hard to concentrate on just what you're doing because you're aware you may not finish, or if you do finish, it's going to really affect the outcome, and it's a tough way to play. Well, we really are loaded next year. We're losing 3 wonderful players. Chantal Swiss will it'll make a big difference that we lose her in the doubles. Jocelyn Providence's leadership has been outstanding for her time here, and we lost already Julia this year, so you know we go on. We're getting 3 international players that are coming in to play in the starting 6. We have back the heart of our lineup. We have back Sonia Bakari, we have Juliana Model, we have Jessica Podlovsky, we have Chanel Glasper, and we have Ariel Griffin. And next year, probably, in my mind, will probably be the strongest UMass tennis team that we've ever had, and we're all looking forward to that. There are going to be 2 players who could play anywhere who won't be starting all the time, and that's a good problem to have. I think that UMass tennis is now at a place where we're getting a whole lot more people interested in us. We have won, I think I did some analysis yesterday, we've won about 65 to 67% of our matches over the years, in the last 3 years, and we seem to be getting better and better recruiting classes. We also have really figured out how to get a good mix of international and in-country kids. We're recruiting and interesting better and better talent every year. And the kids that are here, and we also get kids that are transferring in, and that's been helpful. So I think that, you know, our name is on the map, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm glad that I'm still around to see that happen. Well, we're going to work on our fitness for some of the kids. A couple of them need more upper body strength, some of them need a little bit more lower body strength. We'll do that during the summer. I'm going to make some changes to a couple of the kids, the technique on their strokes. 2 of them are staying here this summer to work with me in the camps, and I'm going to take apart some of their strokes and put them back together in a different way. And these are kids who are already successful, but we're going to make some changes in that. Next year, we're also going to do some changes in that we are going to take 1 day of practice, and instead of doing a full practice with 12 individuals, what we're going to do is I'm going to be on the court from 8 until 4 in the afternoon and do individual workouts with 2 at a time. And that way, instead of just being a sort of a general practice team all during the week, we're going to give them this sort of separate attention. So we've got some things cooking that we think are going to make a difference in our ability to really be up there next year. And the other thing for us is that we got a chance to see VCU for the first time. 39th or 45th or wherever you want to go in the country, and we feel they're a very good team, and that's for sure, but we feel that they're within reach. Well, for us it's great. Well, Xavier's leaving, Temple's leaving, Charlotte's leaving, and with all of the changes, George Mason comes in, obviously VCU is the pick, and then after that you'd have to say UMass Richmond. And we feel like with the recruiting class that we have coming in, I mean, we really see it as something to reach for. We don't see it as, oh my goodness, this is not possible. We really see it as, okay, Richmond was first the reach, we reached them, and now we're going to reach for VCU.